That's right, today is Trade Tuesday. We're looking at a fantastic series called Nowhere Men, written by Eric Stevenson and art by Nate Belgrade. Alright then, what is it about, and why should you care? Story. Nowhere Men centres on a fictional world where a group of 4 scientists, long since going their own ways, have had huge cultural influence similar to the Beatles in our own world. The quote "science is the new rock and roll" really does exemplify their social status. It mainly focuses on 4 scientists whose work has become socially invaluable to the world that they live in. So what would you do if you're in their position? Well, of course, they form an entity known as World Corp, an R&D company, and their original intentions was to help the world with their inventions. The best and only way that they know how to do this is by using their good old-fashioned noggins. Unfortunately, it's sad to say their differences get the better of them and it forces the 4 apart. It was the perfect team. As the story plays out, sometime after they disband, scientists aboard the International Space Station suffer a catastrophe and an unknown virus breaks out, and from there on out is where the story escalates. Unfortunately, or dependent on your own thoughts, they change. For better or for worse? Who knows? The first arc follows the company, World Corp, and how it actually adapts and changes to these events that happen, and it also looks at historically the leaders of World Corp and where they actually come from. Opinion. This comic has some of the best ways that I've seen that it actually fleshes out the world around them. Dotted throughout are news articles, news clippings, private messages and letters, and more. It also is a great way to show a slice into the personal lives of these scientists. And the very best thing about this is they're all portrayed in their original format. Now, don't get me wrong, there are crazy science elements in this comic, but somehow it doesn't manage to seem ridiculous. And this is testament to the way that the gravitas of each character's situation is depicted. Art style. Nowhere Men is one of those rare comics. Not many comics that I have read not only are able to show, but also able to maintain the level of detail that is depicted throughout the series. Drawings are crisp and precise and have really smooth, clear edges. The colour palette is varied and it tends to reflect the period that you're in as it jumps between different ones. Conclusion. Nowhere Men is one of my most favourite comics to date. Nowhere yet have I seen the styles utilised to create such a deep, connected and fleshed out environment. This has some serious style and sass. There's a huge amount packed into this trade, coming to 184 pages of luscious, amazing sweetness. Sadly, the comic's been on hiatus since 2014 due to some of the creator's own personal issues, but not to fear, it is back in this week. Sadly, they did lose the original artist, and a lot has to be seen if the storyline is actually still relevant, and if the art style still holds up. Here's to hoping. Come on.